can you go check where it is over at the wall, just like nice job.
Functioning reaction all those in attendance to conduct yourself. Thank you.
Go 1-1.
Well, you got the coin flip.
Jake Timoney, Jeff Martin, Kevin McDougall, Matthew Hayden, Drew Beaupre, Sean Moran, Dylan Guthrow, Benjamin Terrio, Shane Buchanan, Tom Sachs, and Matthew Stack.
All right, the Amesbury Indians won the toss and they deferred, and Newburyport's going to be receiving the opening kickoff. They'll be defending the end down by the snack stand, and they are going to be playing the national anthem, so we'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school football Thanksgiving Day here on the Legends WNBP. Thanksgiving Day football here at World War Memorial Stadium in Newburyport. Wynn Damon along with Richie Eaton, Chris Bruno, our engineer, back at the studio. And we are getting set for the opening kickoff. During the national anthem, after looking at the beautiful American flag, I saw Tim Foley down there. He's got his brand new jacket, cross country, Mass Division 4 champs.
Congratulations, 3 years in a row they've had that. And also we want to congratulate the Newburyport girls soccer team for winning the Division 2 state championship in soccer with a record of 21 wins, no losses, and 2 ties.
On the opening kickoff, a little bouncer, and Jonathan Pacheco picked it up. He ran left and right and maybe picked up just a couple of yards with all that effort. And we are underway here for Thanksgiving Day. They are going to be playing 11-minute quarters as they get underway. And Mike Shea is the starting quarterback for the Newburyport Clippers. He's done a fine job this season. So Shea breaks the huddle. They line him up. The backs are in the I formation. Deep back is Trevor Bradbury. And there's the snap. It comes out to Bradbury, who comes over to the near side. And he gets over the 30, taken down to about the 32.
Good to see Bradbury playing. He got injured in the Bedford game and didn't play against Stoneham or Triton. So maybe it was a Stoneham game. It wasn't get injured. It was one of the playoff games. So he's missed the last game or 2. And good to see him back as he picked up 9 yards on his first carry. I know it's an important game for him, but being a senior, he wanted to get out here, and he's out here and looking good so far.
Yeah, he's a very important part of this offensive force for the Newburyport Clippers. 2 receivers on the far side. Backs in the I formation. There's the snap, and they hand it off to Bradbury, who runs left, and he gets over the 35 to about the 37 or 38.
Good enough for a first down.
So the chains move down the field, and just underway, 10:06 here on Thanksgiving Day.
Ball's at the 33-yard line.
And it looks like the wind has died down for the moment. The crowd's still coming in. And let's assume they all are bringing their radios. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Newburyport Clippers. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Backs in the I formation, and receivers split off wide to left and right. There's the handoff, and they run right into the middle of the line. Getting the call was Jacob Timothy, and he bounced around over the 40 to the 41. So it'll be second down play coming up for the Newburyport Clippers. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. Ball's at the Newburyport 41.
Of course, the other area Thanksgiving Day game going on is Triton and Pentucket. We saw them play earlier this season, and that should be a good one.
Yeah, that was a 19-13 game.
All right, there's the snap, and they pitch it out over to Bradbury. He goes to the far side trying to cut the corner, and he gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He was taken down by Brad Kelleher, sophomore. So that'll bring up a 3rd down, and no gain on that. So it'll be 3rd and 6 to go for Newburyport, with the ball at the Newburyport 41-yard line. 8:51 to go here in the first quarter of play, no score. All right, the Clippers break the huddle, and they are going to be sending Jonathan Pacheco on the far side. Over on the near side, that's Ethan Northey. Backs in the I formation. 3rd down play here. They fake the pitch, and Shea runs over to the near side, tucks in the ball. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, and they say he stepped out of bounds at the Amesbury 49-yard line.
Good job by Shea that time to pick up 10 yards on the first down.
Running out of bounds by Ben Collins.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Newburyport, with the ball at the Amesbury 49. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. No score on the first offensive drive of the game, as Timothy comes off the field for Newburyport. Also coming off the field is Bradbury. All right, Shea brings the play to the huddle, and they have Drew Bordeaux. He's wide to the left side. They have 4 receivers, single back. So they get ready for the snap. There it is, a high snap, and Shea goes to his left. Now he pitches it out, and down to the 40, the 35, and down to the 30-yard line, Peter Green.
Good job by Shea that time. He waited until just the defender came in and pitched out to Green, and Green picked up some good yardage down to the 20, just about the 30-yard line, the 19-yard pickup. Green.
So Peter Green gets congratulated as he comes back to the sideline, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Newburyport with the ball at the Amesbury 30-yard line. It's kind of neat. You go out there for that one play, you get the first down, you come back and rest a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd like to be out more, though.
I bet he would, yeah. Well, Peter Green, he's a junior, so he'll be back next year as well. 7:46 to go in the first quarter. There's the snap, and they hand the ball off, and the Clippers come to the 25 and down to about the 20-yard line.
Northey.
Getting the call, Ethan Northey, the senior.
Ethan Northey, the ball carrier.
So Northey, they'll spot the ball at the roughly the Amesbury 21-yard line, so it's going to be second and less than a yard to go for the Newburyport Clippers.
Clippers kept the ball on the ground all the way so far. We've got about 7:15 to go here in the first quarter. It's all but on the ground. 57 yards so far for the Clippers, all on the ground.
So Tyler Terrian's split wide to the far side, and on the near side that's Northey. And there's the snap. Shea comes to the near side, and he pitches the ball out as it goes over to Chance Carpenter, and Carpenter gets bumped out of bounds inside the 20, but enough for a first down. Nice to see the junior Chance Carpenter back out there, too. He's had a rough year.
Yeah, he's been banged up a lot, but when he's been out there, he's been very productive for the Clippers. So he picked up a couple of yards down to the 19-yard line.
Ball's at the Amesbury 18.
So they spot the ball at the Amesbury 18-yard line with 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score. Newburyport took the opening kickoff, and they've had the ball ever since.
6 different guys have carried the ball so far for the Clippers.
So Trevor Bradbury, the deep back for Newburyport, along with Timoney. He's there. There's the pitch over to Bradbury, who runs left, and he gets the ball down to about the 16. So it'll be a second down play coming up for Newburyport inside the Amesbury 20. Well, looks like they put that at the 17-yard line. So we'll call it 2nd and 9 for Newburyport with 5:55 to go in the first quarter and no score. All right, bringing the play in from the sideline, Mike Shea.
Ball's at the Amesbury 17-yard line.
We have lined up. Trevor Bradbury is there. Bradbury along with Timoney. They are the backs. Shea under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Bradbury, who goes straight ahead, and he gets down to close to the 10-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it at about the 11. So it'll be a third down play coming up for Newburyport.
Well, 3rd and 3 maybe.
Tackled by Mercia. Napoli.
So this is where the all-important third down situation comes in. It's 3rd and 3 for Newburyport. They have the ball at the Amesbury 11-yard line. So they want to get something going here. And the Amesbury Indians looking to hang tough.
Good ball control for the Clippers. Good time command, too. They're down to 4 minutes and 48 seconds. They've had the ball since the opening kickoff.
Peter Green and Trevor Bradbury are the backs. They hand it off to Green, who goes straight ahead, and I don't think he picked up enough for that. He's over the 10, down to about the 9, but it looks like he's about a yard short. So it'll be a 4th and a yard to go for Newburyport inside the 10.
Tackled by Norton and Mercia.
With 4:27 to go in the first quarter of play.
4th down and 1.
Clippers have called timeout to discuss this situation.
Timeout, Newburyport.
Well, you had a chance to witness the Patriots game the other day, where they were playing at night and it was cold. And that, I just can't believe that makes for a good passing game.
Well, when you look at it, Patriots passed well. Brady was 34 for 50 for 344 yards or so. 30 for 54, 34 for 50, I guess was, with 344 yards. And Manning didn't have to pass that much. They ran the ball, so it ran over 200 yards, no Sean Marino. I think that was the Patriots' plan, force them to run the ball and not let them pass. And it was, the first half made it a lot colder there too, and not much action going on in favor of the Patriots. But second half it warmed up as the Patriots played better, did well. We moved the ball, we moved around. It was exciting. We stayed to the end though. We didn't fade. We stayed to the end, fortunately.
Good for you.
4th and 1.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, inside the 10 at the 9, the Amesbury 9. Newburyport with the ball. And there's the pitch over to Bradbury on the near side. He's at the 10. Oh, he got caught. He got caught and he got pulled back. Coming up with a big tackle there was Ben Cullen, and I think they stopped him.
Oh yeah, lost yardage on the play.
Oh boy. So Newburyport on a 4th down play, 4th and 1, they were unable to get it. They were at the Amesbury 9-yard line. They needed to get to the Amesbury 9-yard line. They got stopped.
First down and 10.
So Ben Cullen with a big tackle there, and Newburyport turns the ball over on downs. Amesbury has it now 1st and 10 at their own 10. With 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. 4:10 to go in the first quarter, no score.
Newburyport had the ball for 6 minutes and 50 seconds, but couldn't score as they turned it over on downs. 1st and 10 Amesbury at their own 10.
All right, the Indians, they hand the ball off, and they get the ball up to about the 15.
Ben Cullen, the ball carrier.
Ben Cullen, who made that previous tackle, getting the call, and Cullen picks up about 4 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 with the ball at the Amesbury 14-yard line. Dylan Guthrow on the tackle, 3:48 to go in the first quarter, no score.
14-yard line.
And the quarterback is Mac Short for the Indians. Short, under center, takes the snap, and he hands it off to Cullen, who goes to the far side. Cullen gets the ball to about the 20-yard line.
Looks like he might have enough for the first down.
Cullen, the ball carrier.
And yes, he got the first down, so Amesbury gets the first down. They move the ball up to their own 20 with 3:29 to go in the first quarter and no score here at World War Memorial Stadium.
Tackle by Drew Bordeaux.
Boosters Club doing a nice job collecting canned goods, non-perishable items for the Pet and Gill House prior to today's game.
Yeah, it's always nice effort. I know Amesbury does it over there during Thanksgiving Day game. I think
First
it's
down and
our neighbor's
10,
table,
balls
so
at
this
the
goes to the
20-yard
Pet Gill
line.
House.
All right, we are set as they Short under center. 1st and 10. Short hands the ball off, and the Indians come around to the near side, and no dice. Getting the call was Ryan Foley. Foley got bumped out.
Ball carrier.
Got the final bump by Ethan Northey to knock him down.
By Tyler Therian and Ethan Northey.
And 2:42 to go in the first quarter of play. The Indians have the ball at their own 19-yard line.
12.
And they lost a yard on that, so it's going to be 2nd and 11.
18.
See Jim Vac-Norris down there for the Daily News, getting ready for those action shots.
Yeah. He's got his gloves on, so that's good. It must be tough down there. You know, the wind isn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was real windy, but it looks kind of dead right there on the flag.
Well, the Indians hand the ball off, and they drive straight ahead. They pick up a little bit in yardage. Coming up with the call was Alex Mercier.
Mercier, the ball carrier.
2:02 to go in the first quarter of play, and no score. Amesbury with the ball at their own 23-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 8.
Balls at the Amesbury 23.
So 3rd and 8 for the Indians with 1:46 to go here in the first quarter of play. Mac Short steps up under center. They have a man in motion, and Short goes over to the far side. He tries to, make a pass, and he got downed just as he was throwing the ball. I thought he was throwing the ball backwards, wasn't he?
Yeah, they're going to call it potential grounding.
Tackle by Reed Nation.
So basically it goes for a loss, and it's a loss of down as well.
So Reed Nation got credit with the tackle there. The intentional grounding taking place at the Amesbury 16-yard line.
So as a result, it goes as a penalty rather than a sack.
So
back to 16.
That'll make it 4th and about 15 to go for the Indians. And a punting situation. Max Short is the punter. And back to receive for Newburyport. And there's a catch right around the 45-yard line. Carpenter gets tackled, and he gets pushed back. In on the tackle was Cullen. Also in on the tackle was Zach Fitzgerald. So Carpenter really had no place to go on that one, and they put the ball at the Amesbury 47-yard line.
First down and
Actually
10
lost 2 on the return.
at the Amesbury 47.
So the Indians had their initial offensive drive kind of fall apart, and then the punt, and Newburyport has the ball back, and they have good field position at the Amesbury 47-yard line with 1:14 to go in the first quarter of play, no score. Back in the shotgun, Shea takes the snap, and he looks, passes right down the middle of the field, and is almost intercepted. Oh, a big chance, opportunity for Pat Scanlon. He had that one go right through his hands.
That was almost intercepted, almost completed on the rebound.
Yeah. It was intended for Tarian, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Newburyport. First pass attempt of the game for Newburyport. With 1:08 to go here in the first quarter of play at World War Memorial Stadium. Folks still coming into the game.
Yeah, good crowd today. Because the stands only at one side, but it was pretty full. So we got 1:08 to go here in the first quarter, no score.
All right, the Clippers send 3 receivers over to the far side, and standing to the right of Shea is Peter Green. There's the snap, and Shea passes to the far side. It's complete at the 40, the 35, and the 30. Coming up with a call. The catch was Ethan Northey.
Shea's pass.
That's good for 23 yards and a first down.
So Northey gets the ball down to the Amesbury 30-yard line with 1 minute to go here in the first quarter of play and no score. Well, Newburyport showed a lot of ball control on their first offensive drive, and Amesbury wasn't able to get much going with their first possession. And now Newburyport, on their second possession of the game, they have the ball at the Amesbury 30-yard line.
5 first downs already for the Clippers. Northey's got a different color helmet today for somebody. He's got some gold and yellow on there.
And there's the snap as Shea hands it off to Bradbury, who runs straight ahead. Bradbury at the 20, down to the 10, and he's taken down by Scanlon. And a first down for Newburyport, and they'll spot the ball right at the Amesbury 10-yard line.
Yeah, 20-yard pickup for Bradbury. He's got 40 yards and 7 carries.
Newburyport at the Amesbury 10-yard line.
They may get one more playoff before the end of the quarter.
Bradbury hitting the left side of that line, and he's able to find the hole there. Now he comes off.
That's going to do it, I think.
As the clock showing down to 10 seconds now and continuing to count. So the Clippers have it 1st and 10, first and goal to go, right, at the Amesbury 10-yard line. And that is going to do it. Time is run out here in the first quarter of play. So we'll take a timeout. The score is no score. Newburyport nothing, Amesbury nothing. You're listening to high school football on Thanksgiving Day here in the Legends, WNBP.
Port Media would like to thank the following sponsors without whom the coverage of high school sports would not be possible. Institution for Savings, who also sponsors the player of the game. Giuseppe's Italian Restaurant. Pentucket Medical. Appleton Eye Associates. Newburyport 5-cent Savings Bank. Port City Sandwich Company, and Nick's Pizza, who also is the Feed the Crew sponsor. Port Media greatly appreciates their support. If you are interested in sponsoring local
We're back
programming,
at World War
contact
Memorial
me,
Stadium. First
Sarah
and goal to
Hayden,
go for
at
Newburyport.
978
First play of the second quarter, and Shea goes back to pass, and he doesn't, and he runs to the left, and he gets knocked out of bounds right around the Amesbury 7-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by Ray Mellis.
So just underway here in the second quarter of play. No score between Newburyport and Amesbury on Thanksgiving Day.
That first quarter, Newburyport 87 yards rushing, Amesbury 13, Newburyport at 23 passing. So a total of 110 yards for Newburyport, 13 for Amesbury. Newburyport had 6 first downs, Amesbury 1. And time of possession, 8:04 to 2:56 in favor of Newburyport.
All right, Green the back to the right of Shea. Green takes the pitch, and he's at the 5, and he's in for the score.
Peter Green carries for Newburyport touchdown.
Peter Green gets the touchdown for Newburyport. 10:43 to go here in the second quarter of play. And Peter Green on the 5-yard run.
That was interesting. I couldn't tell if there was a run or a pass. That looked like it was a forward lateral as he ran it, but I guess it's going to be a run anyway. But it's the score for the Clippers with 10:43 to go in the first half.
And Brandon Trago for the extra point attempt, and that one is up, and it is good. So Newburyport has the lead with 10:43 to go in the second quarter of play, 7-0 over Amesbury. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school football live on the Legends, WNBP.
Would you call that a run or a pass? Looked like he shuffled it forward. Would you call it a run or a pass? Okay, all right, I'll stick with it. Because it looked like he shuffled it forward, so it could have been considered a pass, because, yeah, behind the line of scrimmage, but we'll go with a pass. Okay, I mean a run. Be consistent.
He is going pretty sideways with that lateral.
Yeah, that one.
All right, we're back here at World War Memorial Stadium Thanksgiving morning. Newburyport has just taken a 7-0 lead over the Amesbury Indians.
Yeah, nice drive for the Clippers. They went for the Amesbury 47, so they went 53 yards for the score. And good ball control. One time, 1 out of 2 passing for 23 yards, the rest on the ground. And Peter Green ran in for 7 yards for the score.
All right, Scanlon is back for the kickoff. Also back there is Ben Cullen. And there's the kickoff. It's high end over and then kick picked up by Cullen at about the 27, and Cullen gets the ball up to about the 33-yard line before he is taken down by Dylan Guthrow. Also in on the tackle for Newburyport was Peter Green. So just underway here in the second quarter, 10:38 to go. In the second quarter, Newburyport with a lead of 7-0. Newburyport with lots of ball control on their first offensive drive, then they scored on their second. Amesbury, this is their second time around. They had to punt their first possession. So you have Green is there in the backfield. Max Short getting set. And Green, he got the handoff and he fumbled the ball, caught the ball right up. And let's see who got the recovery. Newburyport recovers the fumble at the Amesbury 32-yard line.
Jacob Berger on the recovery.
Boy, Max Short just, he tried to pitch the ball right into Ben Cullen, and he couldn't hang on to it. It just popped right loose. Never really had control over that one.
So Clippers on the turnover take the ball over at the Amesbury 33.
And 10:31 to go
I guess
here.
32-yard line, first to 10.
Yep, 10:31 to go in the second quarter to play. So a golden opportunity for the Newburyport Clippers. They have the lead of 7-0.
Newburyport now is the ball first down and 10 at
They
the
send
33
4
yard line.
receivers out there, and the back is Green. Green's the lone back. He's to the right of Shea. All right, Shea passes over the near side, but Jaco has it at the 30, the 25, the 20, still on his feet, cuts to his right, he's at the 15, the 10, and he gets hauled down.
Great job by Jaco on that reception.
Spencer Fournier saved the day on that one. Fournier hanging on to Bajaco's leg and brought him down right at the 10-yard line.
22-yard pickup, first down.
10 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport leading 7-0, and the Clippers have the ball. First and goal to go at the Amesbury 10-yard line. So they have Trevor Bradbury in the backfield. Also in the backfield is Jacob Timoney. And there's the snap. They hand it off to Bradbury, who goes straight ahead. He gets the ball down to the 5, and he's in for the score.
Nice job by Bradbury. Just kept his feet going. He wasn't going to be denied.
So the senior Trevor Bradbury coming up with a touchdown here with make that 9:36 to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport recovering a fumble at the Amesbury 32-yard line and turning that into a touchdown eventually. Now Trago goes for the extra point. Right now, Newburyport leads 13-0. The kick is up, and it is good. So Newburyport has a 14-0 lead over the Amesbury Indians with 9:36 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school football on Thanksgiving Day, live on the Legends, WNBP.
Brandon Trego's kick for the extra point is good. Brandon Trego's kick for the extra point is good. Score now, Newburyport 14, Amesbury nothing.
It's going well. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Matt, you've met Matt before, haven't you? Yep. Richie Eaton?
All right, yeah.
How are you?
So they gave you the day off?
Yeah.
Brandon Trego to kick off for Newburyport. Pat Scanlon.
We're back at World War Memorial Stadium. Win Damon along with Richie Eaton. 9:36 to go in the second quarter. Newburyport up 14-0 over the Amesbury Indians. And they are going to have to hold the ball down, make sure that the wind doesn't knock it over. So Brandon Trego getting all set to do the kickoff. Ben Cullen, he's lined up at the 20-yard line, along with Scanlon.
Short kick.
It's a short kick, yeah. It bounces right around the 40, and it bounces high. And did Amesbury hang on to it?
I think Mercia caught it and held on to it.
Well, that was a tough one for the Amesbury Indians to control, but Alex Mercier, the senior, was able to bring it into control, and the Amesbury Indians have the ball at their own 38-yard line with 9:32 to go in the second quarter of play, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Amesbury.
Amesbury at their own 38. They turned the ball over the last time on a fumble.
So the Indians have Alex Mercier in the backfield. And Max Short calls out the signals. Short goes back. He's looking. Throws to the near side. Is complete to Cullen. Cullen gets hit at the right around the 25-yard line. Dylan Guthrow on the initial hit. And they stop the progress right there. They'll put it at the Amesbury 40-yard line.
Yeah, pickup of 2 yards.
Dylan Guthrow was there right on the initial catch.
Yeah, he slowed Cullen up, but that allowed the rest of the players to get there and stop him, so only a 2-yard gain.
So 9 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport leading Amesbury 14-0. The Indians have it second and 8 with the ball at their own 40-yard line. Short gets set. Calls out the play, and he fakes the handoff. Still with the ball, goes to the far side of the field. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, down to the 45, the 40, and he's taken right down. Guthrow with the initial hit over there, and he got taken down inside. Well, looks where they're going to put it. They're going to put it right around the Newburyport 39-yard line.
That was a good job by Short as he put the ball on his hip after he faked the handoff, and it looked like he didn't have the ball. Then he bootlegged it around the left end. Good job. Well described. Disguised.
Yep, he pulled that one off with 8:31 to go here in the second quarter of play. Amesbury with the ball, and they trail 14-0. Still plenty of time for the Amesbury Indians to bring this one in.
There was a 21-yard pickup by Short.
So there's the snap, and they fake the handoff, and Short comes around to the near side, and he gets stopped right around the 40.
The ball carrier.
In with the initial hit was Ethan Northey.
Ethan Northey and Dylan
8:04 to go here in the second quarter of play. They spot the ball at the Newburyport 38-yard line. It's 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9.
So the Amesbury Indians
Ball's at the Newburyport 38.
looking to see what they can pull off here. We see Max Short do a nice job with picking up that first down.
Yeah, it was well done as he hit the ball on the side of his hip there. I'd like to see that bootleg.
So there's the handoff over to Cullen on the left side, and Cullen gets the ball over the 30-yard line down to about the 27, and I think that's enough for a first down.
Good job.
Carpenter. Tyler Therian.
So Carpenter and Terrian on the tackle.
First down and
7:25 to
10.
go in the second
Amesbury.
quarter of play. Newburyport leading Amesbury 14-0
Balls at the
here at
Newburyport
World
20.
War Memorial Stadium.
7.
And I would say, basically, folks who are here are here. It seems like the inflow has come to a trickle now.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't see many more people coming in now. It finally stopped, but it was a good steady crowd.
Definitely. All right, there's the snap, and Short hands the ball off, and the Indians run the ball left. Getting the call was Ryan Foley. Foley gets the ball down to
Ryan
about
Foley,
the
the ball
Newburyport 15-yard line, and that's enough for another first down.
Nice drive going here for Amesbury.
So
Tackled by
they
Ethan
spot
Norby.
the ball at the Newburyport
First
16.
down and 10
Newburyport calls
Amesbury.
timeout.
So the Indians
Balls at the Newburyport 16-yard line.
Indians on the move here, and Newburyport wants to see what they might be able to do to slow them down. Certainly the Amesbury offensive drive this time around a lot different than what we've seen the previous two times.
Yeah, they're definitely moving the ball well. Short's done a good job, kept it on the ground. Started out with a pass, which might have loosened up the defense a little bit, even though it was only good for 2 yards. But then he picked up the big run for 21 yards. Then he picked up a yard, and then Cullen for 11, and now Foley for 10. So 6:51 to go. Clippers lead 14-0, and Amesbury has first and 10 at the Newburyport 16.
Again, final game for many of these seniors. I was just thinking about it. A lot of these kids, they started playing youth football and up through junior high and the freshman football and all that stuff. And you're saying Newburyport freshman football team had a terrific year.
Yeah, they were undefeated, went 10-0, and very good offensively and defensively. I think they outscored their opponents by quite a bit. JV's had a winning record, so it looks like some good football coming up for the future for Newburyport. But yeah, an undefeated freshman team this year.
All right, here we go. First and 10 for the Amesbury Indians. They have the ball at the Newburyport 16-yard line, and they hand the ball off to Cullen, who picks up a couple of yards. He gets stopped by Dylan Guthrow.
Tackled by Dylan Guthrow.
Guthrow was right there to stop him there for a couple of yards.
Down to 6:37 to go in the second quarter of play.
Second
Chance
down and
Carpenter
8.
comes off the field for the Newburyport Clippers. So the ball inside the Newburyport 15-yard line at the 13 as Max Short steps up. And they get set. Alex Mercier in the backfield for the Indians. And they fake the handoff, and Short gets chased, puts the ball up in the air, a little squibbler towards Mercier, and it's no good.
Pass attempt.
Did a good job getting to that ball without being sacked.
Yeah, he was being pursued quite readily by the Indians. In there, Reed Nation was there, along with Drew Beaupre. So they applied a lot of pressure on him. So it's going to be a third down play coming up for Amesbury with the ball at the Newburyport 13. 6:08 to go in the second quarter. Nation comes off the field for Newburyport.
I think this is Amesbury's first third down opportunity at the game.
So the Indians line it up, and in the backfield is Mercier, and they fake the handoff. Short with it, comes around to the near side to the 15, the 10, and he's inside the 10 and bumped out of bounds. So Dylan Guthrow on the tackle there,
By Dylan Guthrow.
and it's going to be a fourth down play coming up for the Amesbury Indians inside the Newburyport 10, fourth and about a long yard, maybe 2 yards, we'll call it. 5:44 to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport lead of 14-0. What do you do, Richie?
Well, yeah, it'd be short in the option, I would say. Like, yeah, first they're going to call the time. Actually, this is their second third down play because they punted one time, so they're 1 for 2 now, 0 for 2 now on third down plays. I think you'd want to use the option with short, let them kind of run or pass the ball with a trailer just to pitch to him. But then again, when you got a guy like Cullen, 1 yard, it should be that hard to pick up either. So you might see the fake to Cullen, then a bootleg with Short.
Yeah, well, you got Cullen, you have Mercier. He's a big guy too, 6'1", 200 pounds, and don't forget Scanlon, Pat Scanlon. He's has pretty good hands, but we'll see. It's inside the 10. They have the ball spotted at the Newburyport 7, fourth and about a yard to go with 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Amesbury trailing And there's the snap, and Short runs straight ahead, and he broke through the crowd, and he scores the touchdown.
Well, he fumbled that snap too. He picked it up and he bobbled it still in for the touchdown.
Boy, what a nice play by the Amesbury Indians as Max Short comes up with a 7-yard touchdown run. He took that snap and he didn't really control it, but he kept the forward motion going, and he just held on to it as he crossed the goal line, and there you go. 6 points for the Amesbury Indians. 5:23 to go here in the second quarter of play. So now it's 14-6. Newburyport with the lead. And Short marks off his yardage for the extra point attempt. Scanlon to do the holding. As they get set for the snap. And there's the snap, and it's up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
And did he get knocked down?
14, Amesbury, 7.
So the kick is good, and that makes it 14-7
There was a
Amesbury.
flag on the play, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think they-
May decide to take it, and I don't know if they can assess on the kickoff or just move it closer, go for 2 points. They may decide to take it on the kickoff.
Well, I was
Get closer.
okay. I was watching the referees to make sure the kick was good, and then I saw the roughing the kicker.
So it's be a
Roughing the
15-yard
kicker
penalty
against
against Newburyport,
Newburyport.
so they'll kick off 15 yards closer. They're going to assess it on the kickoff.
All right, so Amesbury trailing now 14-7 with 5:23 to go in the second quarter of play. Thanksgiving Day here at World War Memorial Stadium. Win Damon along with Richie Eaton. Chris Bruno, our engineer, back at the studio as they mark off the penalty against
The penalty for roughing the kicker
Newburyport.
is assessed on the placement of the kickoff. Amesbury will kick off from the Newburyport 45-yard
So
line.
Max Short working the ball, make sure that it'll stay up on the tee, and Amesbury kicks it off at the 45
This wouldn't be a bad place for an onside kick attempt, too.
at the Newburyport 45.
You know, he could boot it deep, or they could try to, if they don't get the onside kick, they get the ball. Newburyport still would be distance to go. That 15 yards, we'll see.
All
He's
right.
going deep.
Well, he kicked it low, and the Clippers picked it up at the 5-yard line, but Jaco gets taken down.
Jaco returns
Looks
the
like
kick.
inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, that was close to being down at the 5-yard line when Pacheco got the ball. His knee was almost on the ground when he picked it up.
Tackled by Mercier.
Which was probably, I was thinking why. Well, I'm used to watching more pros than anything else, but you kick it off at your opponent's 45-yard line, you're going to send it into the end zone. But you certainly can control that. They did.
Yeah, I didn't know if they make, I know like Coach Connors likes to gamble in games like this. They would have been, maybe try to surprise them with an onside kick with 5 minutes to go in the half. But anyway, Newburyport has it 1st and 10 on their own 20. Newburyport leads 14-7.
All right, here we go. There's the snap, a high snap. Shea fakes going back, and he tries to run forward, and he got taken down right around the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle was Zach Fitzgerald.
Tackled by Zach
That
Fitzgerald.
almost looked like a quarterback draw because
Danny
he went
Park.
back, didn't look too long before he started to run with the ball. He's 2nd and 10.
So 4:55 to go in the second quarter of play. They have the ball spotted at the Newburyport 21-yard line. Newburyport leading Amesbury 14-7.
Second down and 9.
All right, the Clippers have 4 receivers, 1 back. That's Carpenter. There's the snap. And Shea comes over to the near side, pitches out to Carpenter at the 20, the 25, and he's at the 30 and bumped out of bounds. And a flag.
Carrier.
There'll be a
Bumped out
15-yard
of bounds
penalty
by
against
Pat
Amesbury.
Scanlon, but there's a penalty flag on the play.
Carpenter picked up about 14 yards on the play, plus you're going to get a 15-yard penalty on top of it, personal foul.
So 4:24 to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport leading Amesbury
Personal
14-7
foul against Amesbury.
at World War Memorial Stadium. So they'll mark the penalty from the Newburyport 33-yard line. and spot it down at the
15-yard
at the
penalty.
49, the Newburyport 49.
Newburyport has the ball first down and 10 at their 49
So 4:24 to go in the second quarter play, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Newburyport with the ball at their own 49-yard line. So hopefully we've gotten all those roughing penalties out of the way.
Yeah, so it's a 14-yard pickup for Carpenter plus the 15-yard penalty on top of that.
All right, the Clippers in the I formation take the snap, and there's the handoff over to Bradbury. Runs straight ahead to the 45
Bradbury, the ball
and
carrier.
down to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be just shy of the first down, I think.
Tackled by Scanlon.
Yep, so they'll give him a second and a yard.
Nope.
Nope, they gave it to
They
him.
gave him the first down. Wow.
First down, Newburyport. Ball's at the Amesbury 41-yard line.
So they mark off the first down. He just was able to make it. 4:13 to go here in the second quarter play. 1st and 10 for Newburyport with the ball at the Amesbury 41-yard line. So Jacob Timoney, he's in the backfield in the I formation. Over to Bradbury. Fumble as they handed it off. They tried to hand it off to Timoney, but he didn't hang on to it, almost like he didn't expect it. And Shea went back and was able to cover the ball. He tried to run, but he got stopped right away.
There's a loss of yardage on the play. It'll be second down and 13.
So that was a break for the Newburyport
Ball's at
Clippers.
the Amesbury 44-yard line.
With 3:38 to go in the second quarter of play, Newburyport leading Amesbury 14-7.
Yeah, good. Shea was alert on the pounce on the ball. Timothy didn't make the connection as the mishandle between the two of them, but Shea was able to pick up the ball. So 2nd and 13.
So the Clippers have the ball at their own 34-yard line. There's the snap as Shea passes over to the near side. The pass is complete and getting taken down along the near sideline. That was Drew Bordeaux.
Shea's pass complete to Drew Bordeaux.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down for the Newburyport Clippers. It'll be 3rd and 11 as they spot the ball at the Amesbury 42-yard line.
Ball's at the Amesbury 42-yard line.
2:49 to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport with the lead of 14-7 over the Amesbury Indians.
3rd and 11.
Wind picking up, the flag straight out. Over in the corner of the end zone. 3 receivers to the right for Newburyport. There's the snap. Shea looking, passes the near side. It's complete to Carpenter. Carpenter stops at the 40, tried to spin around, and he might have picked up another yard or two as he was tackled right around the ankles by Dan Norton. So a nice play by Norton to hang on tight there and keep Carpenter still. As we've seen Carpenter, he's got some speed. He can break away.
4th down and
Yeah, he
7.
can move.
So it's going to be a 4th down play for the Newburyport Clippers. They have the ball inside the Amesbury 40-yard line at about the 38. 4th and we'll call it 8.
Minute 50 to go. Newburyport's going to call timeout, I think. That's their 3rd.
So Newburyport leading 14-7.
Timeout, Newburyport.
And they have the ball here, 4th and 8 at the Amesbury 38-yard line. So a 4th down play. Well, they definitely want to get another first down, keep possession going. But
Newburyport is 1 for 3 and 3rd down plays, 0 for 1 on 4th down.
so the Clippers send 3 receivers out to the far side, 1 to the near side. On the near side, it's Tyler Terrian. Shea takes the snap, rolls to his right, puts it up in the air. It is incomplete. Intended for Jonathan Pacheco, but out of his reach. So the Clippers turn the ball over on downs, and Amesbury is going to be starting it out at their own 38-yard line.
Take over possession on downs.
So a minute 39 to
First
go
down and
in the
10.
second quarter of play. Newburyport with a lead of
39-yard
14-7 rather, and Amesbury has the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. So Max Short brings the play in from the sideline.
Amesbury started their 38 the last time they scored a touchdown. They only have a minute and 39 seconds to do it here, but they still have all their timeouts.
So they line it up. Mercier in the backfield, and they send Foley into motion. Now Short gets chased, And he puts the ball up in the air, a wobbler. Oh, and it's right off the hands of Ben Cullen, and they throw a flag right down there. He was covered by two players.
It could be pass interference against the Clippers.
On the play.
And that stops the clock with a minute and a half to go in the second quarter of play.
Let's see if it's going to be holding or pass interference.
Well, Cullen had two defenders all over him.
Yeah, pass interference.
Pass interference is against Newburyport.
So the flag thrown right down around the Newburyport 26-yard line.
So that's a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty gives Amesbury a first down and 10 at the Newburyport 46-yard line.
So the Indians have the ball at the Newburyport 46-yard line with a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Newburyport leading Amesbury 14-7. And Scanlon and Cullen are out there along with Foley and Mercier. There's the snap, and they
nice
tried to hand it
defensive
off
play.
to Foley, and Foley got tackled right in the backfield.
Beaupre, nice defensive play there for the Clippers.
So Drew Beaupre makes that stop in the backfield. That puts the ball back at the 50-yard line with a minute 14 to go in the second quarter, and the clock continuing to count down. So it's going to be second and 14 for Amesbury with the ball right at the midfield stripe.
Surprised they're not using any timeouts.
All right, the Indians break the huddle. Short, rubbing his hands. Send Foley in motion. Fake the handoff, looking. He wants to pass, puts the ball right down the middle. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right into Jonathan Bajako's midsection, but he couldn't hang on to it. He almost picked it off. And that stops the clock with 41 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Third down.
Third and 14.
14.
Amesbury's 0 for 2 on third down plays.
All right, 41 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Amesbury with the ball at the midfield stripe.
It is timeout Amesbury.
Timeout Amesbury.
All right. Well, you know, we've seen some big plays out of the Amesbury Indians, so you know we know that they can do it. They've got a couple of horses there in Mercier as well as in Cullen. Cullen's one of the leading rushers in the area.
Yeah, speaking of leading rushers in the area, tough break for Spillane for Triton. He got hurt in the Newburyport game. He had 925 yards going into that game because he had a good shot at 1,000, and he damaged his thumb in the Newburyport game after about 2 plays, and he's out and he couldn't play today as well as he has to have surgery.
That's too bad. 41 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Short on this third and 15. Fakes the handoff, wants to throw right down the middle of the field. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Ryan Foley. Right around the 33-yard line. A little too far for Foley to get to, so that brings up a fourth down play for the Indians with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter.
It's a tough call here. Do you go for it here on the 50-yard line, or do you punt? If you don't make it, Newburyport can get the ball in good position. And you got to watch too, because Short was the kicker, because he also passed the ball, so watch for a fake here as well.
All right, so there's the snap. Short doesn't fake here. This time he punts, and it comes down inside the 15 at about the 10. And that's where Pacheco comes over to the near side. Pacheco gets by one defender, another defender, and it gets stopped right around the 25-yard line as he was knocked down.
Tackled by Spencer Fournier.
By Spencer Fournier. Fournier with a nice tackle there. And 18 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport has the ball at their own 25-yard line. And the Clippers have the lead of 14-7 over the Amesbury Indians.
How much time is that? What's that, 18.9?
This is 18.9 seconds.
It's hard to read with the sun.
All right, the Clippers break the huddle as they have a couple of, they have Jiminy in the backfield. And there's the snap. They hand it off to Timoney at the 30. Comes over to the near side at the 40. He's at the 45, the 50, and he's taken down. He was tackled from behind by Alex Mercier.
Timoney, the ball carrier.
Mercier caught up with him, and they'll spot the ball at the Amesbury 40. Let's see where they place that down. Looks like they'll place that at the 49.
Amesbury 46. That's the fourth timeout for Newburyport. Newburyport has one left.
Balls at the Amesbury.
And just under 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play.
Calls timeout.
That was a 29-yard run by Timoney. Clippers have one timeout left, but 4.3 seconds.
So it's been a fairly, well, outside of the two roughing calls, it's been a fairly clean first half of play.
Yeah, and the roughing one, you know, you try to block the kick, you went into the kicker there, and then on the out of bounds play, it was close. You hit the guy who was close to being out of bounds, and you only hit him. So I think the referees, when they had one, they want to make sure to keep it so the kids don't get too rambunctious.
Yeah, especially on a Thanksgiving Day game. You know, that's when the emotions are up there. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Newburyport. They have the ball at the Amesbury 46-yard line, and just under 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Newburyport with a lead of 14-7.
You kind of expect a pass play here with down again, is that 4.8?
Looks like
is it 9?
I think it's 9.8.
It looks like some dots out there. The scoreboard is.
All right, Shea takes the snap. He goes to his right, looking. He wants to put it up in the air. He does to Pacheco, and he made the catch.
Complete.
Made the catch, and he's down to the Amesbury 35-yard line.
Jonathan Pacheco.
And the clock stops with 3.1 seconds
First
to go.
down and 10. Timeout.
That should be Newburyport's
Line of
last
scrimmage,
timeout.
Amesbury 35-yard line. Timeout Newburyport.
All right, so the Clippers call that timeout as the wind has picked up again, and it looks like the wind is going across the field. As the Clippers are going down the field, it's going from there right to left.
So that was the last timeout.
So 14-7, Newburyport with the lead over the Amesbury Indians. Clippers from the sideline go back out. You have Scanlon is out there along with Pacheco. Also out on the field for Newburyport is Northey. Mike Shea, the quarterback. Bordeaux is in the slot. So 4 receivers on the line for the Newburyport Clippers. There's the snap. Shea back, puts it up in the air, far side of the field, and it's picked off by Ben Cullen of the Amesbury Indians. And that will do it for the second quarter of play.
That's the last play.
As Ben Cullen intercepts the pass, and the time expires, and Newburyport has the lead after the half of 14-7 over the Amesbury Indians here at World War Memorial Stadium. We'll take a timeout, add up the numbers, and get back to you. You're listening to High School Football Live in the Legends, WNBP.
Port Media would like to thank the following sponsors without whom the coverage of high school sports would not be possible. Institution for Savings, who also sponsors the player of the game. Giuseppe's Italian Restaurant. Pentucket Medical. Appleton Eye Associates. Newburyport 5-cent Savings Bank. Port City Sandwich Company. And Nick's Pizza, who also is the Feed the Crew sponsor. Port Media greatly appreciates their support. If you are interested in sponsoring local programming, contact me, Sarah Hayden, at 978-961-0350.
definitely. It's funny, not many others are like that, though.
Yeah, there's a couple others.
All right, we're back here at World War Memorial Stadium, and it's going to be the kickoff for the second half. And yeah, an interesting observation from the Patriots game this past week.
Yeah, we were talking about that in between the break here. You know, Newburyport, Amesbury won the toss of the coin, and they deferred to the second half, which most teams do. But when it came to the overtime game, the Patriots game, Patriots won the toss, and they chose to defend the go with the win. They actually took the win, and so they gave the ball to them this time. Most of the time, any type of score would win, but now they've changed it so you have to score a touchdown in the first drive, or each team gets one possession. So it worked out good for the Patriots, but it was a good decision, but questionable if it went the other way. Fair catch.
A fair catch right around the Amesbury 35-yard line as the ball fell into the arms of Ray Mellis, sophomore. And that's where the Indians will start it out, 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line as we get underway here in the second half of play. Newburyport with a lead of 14-7 over the Amesbury Indians.
Yeah, Amesbury only had 17 plays that half. Newburyport at 29. So good ball control by the Clippers.
I saw a bunch of people leaving.
So Mellis lines up on the far side, and now he's in motion. There's the handoff, and they hand the ball over to Cullen. Cullen goes through the middle of the line, spins around, and he gets the ball to about the 40-yard line. In on the tackle for Newburyport is Jacob Berger. So just underway here in the third quarter of play. It's going to be 2nd and about 4 for the Amesbury Indians with the ball at their own 40-yard line. So the Indians break the huddle. They have 3 receivers on the far side. 1 back, that's Cullen. They send a man in motion. That's Mellis. There's the fake the handoff to Cullen, and Short hangs onto it, and he goes up the middle to about the 45, and I think he's got the first
Looks
down.
like he's got enough for the first down. Yes, he does. Yeah.
First down and 10 Amesbury.
45-yard line,
Ball's
first
at
and
the
10.
Amesbury 45-yard line.
So Max Short, senior, playing in his final high school football game. He's had himself quite the game today.
Yeah, he said 33 yards rushing with a touchdown.
50 number ticket. The winning ticket number is 356-6181. You have ticket 356.
So the 50-50's got to be worth a lot this year. There's the handoff to Cullen, and Cullen runs to the left, and he gets taken down right around the 50-yard line. Dylan Guthrow.
Tackle by Dylan Guthrow.
On the tackle. Guthrow's had quite a number of tackles so far today.
The winning 50-50
39 yards now for Cullen. It'll be 2nd and 5 at midfield.
6181.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for Amesbury at the midfield stripe.
6181. You can go to the concession stand and collect your winning.
As the Indians
Second
break
down
the
and
huddle.
5, Amesbury with the ball at the 50-yard line.
They have Fortin lined up on the far side. And there's the man in motion. There's the handoff. And the Indians run to the left, and they pick up a few yards. Alex Mercier, the senior, gets the ball down to about the Newburyport 47-yard line with 8:53 to go in the third quarter of play. Guthrow getting the credit for the tackle there.
Down and 1.
Well, he's one that I'm sure will be playing college football somewhere.
Yeah, the paper says that he's been talking with Colgate and UNH's possibilities. They've been talking with him, so I don't know what else is in line for him, but it looks like he will be playing some football somewhere, which is good.
I heard Holy Cross might be in the running, too.
Well, good.
All right, here we go. 3rd and a yard to go for the Indians. And there's the handoff over to Cullen. Cullen comes over the near side, and he gets taken down in the backfield.
Guthrow.
So that pushes the ball back to the Newburyport 49-yard line with 8:08 to go here in the third quarter of play.
4th and 4.
So Fortin goes off the field for the Indians. Also going off the field, Ryan Foley. And Max Short to do the punting.
Short to punt.
As Bajenko is back to receive. Also back to receive is Bordeaux. And Bajenko, it went right through his hands, and he had to run back and cover it up. And he covered it up inside the 15-yard line, right down there for the Amesbury Indians. to
At the Newburyport first
try to get any
14
loose
yard
balls
line.
with Pat Scanlon, but
They'll have
Pacheco was
first
able to
down
cover
and
it up.
10.
So he thought he had it, but he didn't. With 7:38 to go here in the third quarter play, Newburyport leading 14-7. The Clippers have the ball inside their own 15-yard line. You know, we were talking about the parade in Newburyport coming up on Sunday. The police on Saturday, they have a Fill the Cruiser event at both supermarkets, Shaw's and Market Basket, to help out with the Salvation Army. There's the snap, and the Clippers run it forward. With it is Bradbury. He gets taken down right around the 20-yard line. Scanlon in on the tackle. So they'll spot the ball at the Newburyport 21-yard line. It'll be a second down play coming up for the Newburyport Clippers.
Good 7-yard run by Bradbury.
Second down and 3.
So we'll call it second and 3 for Newburyport at their own 21. And the wind is blowing into the face of the Newburyport Clippers. They have a couple of receivers out on the far side. Bradbury, the deep back for the Clippers. Shea takes the snap, and he hands it off to Bradbury. He goes to his right. He's at the 25, the 30, and he's taken down right around the 35-yard line. As he was taken down by Ray Mellis.
Tackled by Ray Mellis and Ben Collins.
Cullen in on the
15
tackle,
yards.
too.
Down and 10, Newburyport.
Bradbury's up to 82 yards now.
6:49 to go in the third quarter. Newburyport leading 14-7. The Indians want to get the ball back as quickly as they can. They want to work on this deficit. So the ball spotted at the Newburyport 36-yard line. Two receivers on the near side. Backs are in the I formation. There's the snap, and they fake the handoff. Shea runs to the near side. He's at the 40, and he's taken down.
Flag
Taken
on the
down by Mellis. A flag on the play.
Napoli and Mellis. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Flag was thrown right around the Newburyport 32-yard line. Holding.
Holding against Newburyport. That'll negate that gain.
So 6:20 to go here in the third quarter of play.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
It'll be second and 20.
First down and
First and 20. First and 20 at the 26.
line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line.
I know you mentioned that Coach Smolsky, had his shorts on today. I saw Pete Pollard, and his shorts are in the wash.
A couple of Amesbury coaches over there get shorts on too. Yeah, they can have it. That's one tradition I'm not going to worry about doing.
All right, here we go on the first and long yardage. And the handoff to the Clippers, handoff goes over to
Jacob Timoney, the ball carrier.
Timoney gets the ball over the 30-yard line to about the 31.
Scanlon and Napoli on the tackle.
It's about second and 14 at the 32. 6-yard pickup for Timoney. He's got 36 yards.
5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play.
31.
As Shea brings the play from the sideline out to the huddle. So the backs are Peter Green and Trevor Bradbury. Shea gets set, takes the snap, fakes the pitch. Now he throws over to the far side. It's complete at the 35, the 40, and taken down right around the 40-yard line. Pass goes over to Bordeaux. And I think he was taken down on the far side by Mercier.
Be about 3rd and 2.
So that brings the ball to the Newburyport 44-yard line. Yep, 3rd and 2. With 4:45 to go in the third quarter of play, Newburyport with the lead and the ball. They lead 14-7.
Ball's at the Newburyport 43.
All right, the Clippers break the huddle. They have a couple of receivers off to the far side, two to the near side, and the one back. And Shea with the ball, and he runs to the near side, and he gets taken down.
Shea, the ball carrier.
Enough for a first down, though. He was tackled by Spencer Fournier.
Tackled by Spencer Fournier.
But he was able to get the ball over the 45 to about the 46, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Newburyport with 4:17 to go in the third quarter of play. As Tyler Terrian comes off the field for Newburyport. Clippers have the ball at their own 46. Clock continues to count down. Northey split out wide on the far side, and Pacheco on the near side. Backs are in the I formation. There's the handoff to Bradbury, who runs straight ahead. He gets the ball to about the 50. And first man to get his hands around him, Sam Springus, senior.
Tackled by Sam Springus.
So that puts the ball at the 50, and it's going to be a second and about 6, with 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play.
Bradbury's up to 86 yards and 12 carries so far for the Clippers. Nice to have him back. Big help for the Clippers after being out with the injury. I know he wanted to really play badly, knowing this is his last, the Thanksgiving Day game and everything else. So kudos to him.
All right, the backs are in the I formation for Newburyport, 2nd and 6. And there's the handoff to Bradbury. He's over the 45, the 40, and he's taken down at about the Amesbury 35-yard line. First down for the Newburyport Clippers.
That puts him over the 100-yard mark, 101 yards. Another first down. This is the drive like the first quarter for Clippers when they had the ball. They're moving it right down on the ground. They started their own 14. They're down to the 35-yard line. They've had 4 first downs in this drive.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Newburyport with the lead of 14-7 over the Amesbury Indians. As Shea gets set, takes the snap, and he hands it off to the first back through, and that's Timoney. Timoney gets the ball to about the 30. So it'll be a second down play coming up for the Newburyport Clippers. They'll spot the ball at the Newburyport 31-yard line with 2:16 to go in the third quarter.
Timoney's up to 40 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 31.
Matt Hayden comes off for the Newburyport Clippers. So Bradbury is out there in the backfield along with Timoney. 2 receivers split off to the far side of the field. As Shea turns around and he fakes the handoff to Timoney, keeps the ball, he goes to the far side and he evades a couple of tacklers.
First down.
Yeah, he picked up
Good
one.
job.
Boy, he almost got taken out by Ben Cullen. Cullen had a good shot at him, but Shea was able to avoid that. We're down to 1:46 to go here in the third quarter of play. Ball spotted at the Amesbury 25-yard line. Newburyport with the ball. They lead 14-7 over the Amesbury Indians. Indians looking to stop this drive.
1st and 10 at the 25. It's been a good drive for the Clippers.
All right, Shea brings in the play. And in the backfield will be Peter Green along with Chance Carpenter. Jaco split off to the near side. And
timeout, Newburyport.
Timeout.
So the Clippers call for the timeout with 1:46 to go here in the third quarter of play. As we just wanted to mention the Boosters Club, they were
Port
collecting
Media would like to
items
thank
for
the following sponsors without whom the
Pentonville
coverage of
House
high school
and,
sports would not be
Newburyport
possible.
Police.
Institution for Savings, who also sponsors the player of the game. Giuseppe's Italian
Phil
Restaurant.
LaCruza, both at Shaw's and at Market Basket.
Pentucket Medical.
Nice event that they did, Phil LaCruza event for Nature's Table last weekend.
Appleton Eye
All right, there's the
Associates.
snap. The handoff comes over to Carpenter.
Newburyport.
To 15-yard line.
That was a good defensive play by Scanlon because it looked like Carpenter was going to be able to get some good yardage on that, and Scanlon did a good job to stop him. He still picked up some yardage down to the...
Looks like they have it around the
Second down
16-yard
and 2.
line. So it'll be second and a long one with 1:20 to go here in the third quarter of play. So the Newburyport Clippers still on the move, chewing up a lot of time here in the third quarter of play. As they get set, there's the snap, and Shea grabs the ball, goes to the far side of the field, and he cannot turn the corner. He was hit down initially by the Indians, Cullen. So it's going to be a 4th down play coming up for Newburyport. Nope, they got
the
it.
first down, yeah.
Okay.
Newburyport's got the first down.
I didn't think he was able to get there, but he got the
Line
yardage.
of
Just
scrimmage,
nosed it
the
in.
Amesbury
Yeah.
15
First
yard
and 10
line.
at the 15. Just nudged it forward.
And we're down to 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play as the Clippers work their direction towards the snack shack here at World War Memorial Stadium. Down to 17 seconds, clock running down. Bradbury, the deep back, and he gets the handoff, goes to the far side of the field, and he gets taken down right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, see what they spot. It looks like they spot about the 9-yard line.
Tackle
They've got a
by
6-yard line,
Springus
second and 4.
Van Cullen.
So Springus in on the tackle, and that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. Newburyport leading
And that's the end of the
14 to
third quarter
7.
of today's
A
ball
7-point
game.
lead over the Amesbury Indians after 3 quarters of play here at
14,
World War Memorial Stadium. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school football on Thanksgiving Day here on the Legends, WNBP.
Who's Amesbury 63?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's not on the list.
Oh.
You guys didn't get the number, did you?
Nope, I've got a beer.
Yeah, that's too bad. He's made some stop. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is.
Second and 4.
Ball's on the 15.
No, wait a minute. Let me see here. No, it should be the 11 now.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they're putting it down to
They're
9.
putting it on
The
the-
9, yeah, second and 4 at the 9, right, because he started the 15. Second and 4 at
was
the
on the
9.
15.
Right. Second and 4 at the 9.
Second down and 4. Ball's at the Amesbury 9-yard line.
We're back here at World War Memorial Stadium as the Clippers first play of the fourth quarter. They hand the ball off to Jacob Timoney, who goes straight ahead, and he gets the ball down to about the 5-yard line.
First down.
It looks like it's going to be a first and goal for the Clippers at the 4.
Tackle by Dan Norton.
So
Sam
it'll be,
Springus.
yeah. So, yeah, he got enough yardage there.
It's now first
So-
down and goal to go, Newburyport.
Clippers had the ball for the last 7
Line of
minutes and
scrimmage
39
is the
seconds of that
Amesbury
quarter.
4-yard
Amesbury had the ball
line.
for the first 3:21. The Clippers had the rest of the time, and they're going to run off almost a minute here. First and goal at the 4.
So Newburyport up 14 to 7 with 10:30 to go in the game, fourth quarter. Backs are in the I formation, and they fake the handoff, and now the pitch over to Bradbury on the far side, and he's in for the score, a 4-yard
Trevor
run.
Bradbury carries for a Newburyport touchdown.
Trevor Bradbury makes it 20 to 7 in favor of the Newburyport Clippers now with 10:18 to go in the fourth quarter of play.
Second touchdown for Bradbury in the game.
So now they are
20.
going to be
20.
setting it up with Trago to go for the extra point. He's the senior. Kick is up,
And
and
Trago
it
to kick for
is
the extra
going to be.
point.
There's your
Good.
21.
Good.
So it's
Scoring now,
21 to 7.
21.
Newburyport with the
Amesbury
lead
7.
over the Amesbury Indians. 10:18 to go in the game. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to High School Football Live on the Legends, WNBP.
Whoops. It was 86 yards,
Yeah, that was a very nice.
and they had it for the last 7:39 of the period, plus another 42 seconds. Yeah, over 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8-minute drive. That was a good one.
Messed up.
Brandon Trago to kick off for Newburyport. Scanlon and Cullen deep to receive for
Kick off.
Amesbury.
Cullen got the ball at the 22-yard line, brought
And
up over
Cullen
the
returns the
35 to about the 36.
Tackle by Dylan Guthrow. Amesbury will have possession first down and 10. Line of scrimmage will be their 37-yard line.
Hey, we're back at World War Memorial Stadium. Newburyport has a 21-7 lead over the Amesbury Indians. And on the kickoff, the Indians are going to be taking the ball at their own 35-yard line. So Amesbury looking to come back and get these points. They have most of the fourth quarter to do it. Send the man in motion, short, hands off the ball. The Indians drive it straight ahead. That's Cullen. He gets the ball to about the 40.
Cullen's the ball carrier.
So it'll be a second down play coming up for the Amesbury Indians with the ball at their own 40-yard line with 9:18 to go. Amesbury trailing 21-7.
Collins up to 42 yards in 10 carries now for the Indians. Leads the team in rushing.
All right, the Indians hurrying it up a little bit, see if they can get some extra plays in here. Backs are split. They send a man in motion. That's Mellis. And they fake the handoff, and Short gets the ball up in the air. Caught by Cullen at the 45 and knocked out of bounds at about the 40. Dylan Guthrow in on the tackle for Newburyport. Also down there was Tyler Terrian. Nice coverage and a nice catch by Cullen.
First down and 10, Amesbury.
22-yard pickup.
8:46 to go in the game. And the Amesbury Indians have the ball at the Newburyport 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 to go for Newburyport, or for the Amesbury Indians. As the Indians break the huddle, they have Cullen out there in the backfield. Cullen along with Mercier. And Foley in motion. And there's the handoff to Cullen on the right-hand side. And he gets the ball over the 35. Down to about the 33. So a second down play coming up for Amesbury with 8:15 to go in the fourth quarter of play. 21-7, Newburyport with a lead over the Amesbury Indians here on Thanksgiving Day. Beautiful sky, nice wind. Well, the wind is blowing and making it seem a little bit chillier. It feels like it's about 30 or so.
Yeah. It's more of a crosswind, too. It's blowing in towards Amesbury, but yet more towards the visitor side of the field as well. More of a little bit of a crosswind instead of direct into their face.
2nd and 5 for the Indians, and there's the snap, and they hand it off to Cullen, who goes straight ahead over the 30, the 25, and they finally drag him down.
Another first down for Amesbury.
He gets the ball inside the 25. They'll spot it at about the Newburyport 23-yard line. 7:39 to go in the game.
Yeah, Cullen, the workhorse for Amesbury now.
24-yard line.
He's down at the 24-yard line.
Mellis.
1st and 10.
Mellis goes off for Amesbury. 7:27 to go. 21-7, Newburyport with a lead. Amesbury with the ball inside the Newburyport 25-yard line. So Mercier and Cullen, the backs. Short at quarterback, takes the snap, and he hands it off to Cullen, who gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Might have lost a yard. Looks like Beaupre and maybe Northey in on the tackle.
Stop for no gain by Andrew
Matt
Beaupre.
Hayden was in there, along with Beaupre. And 6:54. So now time is a factor for the Amesbury Indians.
Ball's at the 25-yard line and 2nd down and 11.
So they have the ball at the Newburyport 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 11. So Scanlon is out there. And they send a man in motion. And Short rolls to his left, still with the ball, puts it up in the air. Oh, and it's intercepted by Guthrow at the 20-yard line, the 30, and out of bounds at about the Newburyport 40. What a nice play by Dylan Guthrow. He just stepped right in and picked it off. And with 6:18 to go, the turnover, Newburyport gets the ball.
Newburyport has the ball.
And they'll start this out at their own 40-yard line.
Good job by Guthrow. He had that well scouted.
So Dylan Guthrow stepped right in. They knew that Mac Short was scrambling, and he got the ball in the air, and Guthrow was able to pull it out on the interception. So Newburyport has it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line with 6:18 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Newburyport leading 21-7. Clippers have already had several long drives in today's game, so they'll probably be looking to do another one of those.
Yeah, that last one went over 8 minutes.
Two receivers on the near side, and they fake the handoff. Now is the pitch over to Bradbury on the near side, and he gets the ball up to about the 45.
Tackle by Sam Springus.
As he was taken down by Sam Springus, the senior.
Second down.
And we're at
4.
6:02 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Newburyport up 21-7. Clippers coming into today's game with a record of 5-5. Amesbury at 4-6. Newburyport was able to make the playoffs, the new formatted playoffs this year. Amesbury got off to a good start, but they weren't able to get into the playoffs. All right, here's the call, 2nd and 4, and a big tackle
Mike Shea.
as Mike
tackle for a
Shea got
loss.
caught from behind, and he could not get out of the grasp of Ray Mellis.
By Ray Mellis.
So that spots the ball at the Newburyport 43-yard line with 5:12 to go in the game, and it's going to be 3rd and 8 for
Third down
Newburyport.
and 8.
So the Clippers, Mike
Ball
Shea
to the
comes in.
Newburyport 43.
Now under 5 minutes to go in the game. Amesbury looking to get the ball back as quickly as possible. Clippers send 3 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. And there's the snap as Shea goes to his left, puts the ball up in the air, and
Nice catch.
did he catch it?
Oh,
I don't
no.
know
Mike
if he did or
Shea
not.
pass attempt.
I guess they said incomplete. Looked like
Okay.
a nice catch by
Ethan
Northey.
Northey
Yeah, it looked like he
is
caught it, but
incomplete.
I bet that as he hit the ground, it popped loose. So that'll make it 4th and 8 for Newburyport with the ball at their own 43-yard line, and 4:36 to go in the game.
Interesting now when Nick Foley, a freshman, is doing the punting for the Clippers today. He's wearing number 35. His dad is a member of the High School Wall of Fame, Jack Foley.
So there we go, and Foley's punt, it's high and short, and it's going to come down right around the 45-yard line. And that's where they are going to get it started, right there. 4:21 to go in the game. Newburyport with the lead, 21-7 over Amesbury. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to High School Football live on the Legends WNBP.
Is that Newburyport's first punt?
Yes.
Port Media would like to thank the following sponsors without whom the coverage of high school sports would not be possible. Institution for Savings, who also sponsors the player of the game. Giuseppe's Italian Restaurant. Pentucket Medical. Appleton Eye Associates. Newburyport 5-cent
Short
Savings
ball
Bank.
carrier. There's a loose ball on the play.
Port City Sandwich Company.
While we were gone, Max Short did
And
a
Nick's
double
Pizza,
reverse,
who
and
also
then he
is
ran
the
to the
Feed
far
the Crew
side, who was
sponsor.
right. And just as he got hit, the ball
Port
popped
Media
loose,
greatly appreciate-
and I think
Drew
Newburyport
Bordeaux
recovered.
recovers the loose ball.
Drew Bordeaux.
Newburyport will take the ball 1st down and 10.
So an unfortunate play for the Amesbury Indians with 4:09 to
At their
go.
46
And
yard
with the
line.
Amesbury Indians trailing 21-7, they give up a fumble, and Newburyport recovers, and the Clippers have it at their own 45. So 4:09 on the clock. After a punt that gave the Indians a good field position, right around the 45 or so of the Amesbury 45. But Amesbury unable to hang on to the ball, so the Clippers have it right at their own 45-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10.
That's the 3rd turnover against the Indians.
So out there is Carpenter, and there's the handoff. It goes over to Peter Green.
Peter
Green
Green, the
runs
ball
straight
carrier.
ahead. He gets the ball over the 50 to the Amesbury
Back by Alex Mercier.
49-yard line, and we're under 4 minutes to go in the game.
2nd down and
But a nice
4.
pickup by Green of about 6
Ball
yards, so it's
gained
going to be
48.
2nd and 4.
Green's got 34 yards and 4 carries.
Haven't seen the capes for the Newburyport Clippers this year until today.
The weather hasn't been too bad overall. Clippers up close to 250 yards rushing now in the game.
All right, here's the fake the handoff, and now it comes over to Carpenter on the near side. Carpenter spins around, and he gets by one defender and picks up a couple of more yards. As he was taken down by Matt Napoli. Also in there was Pat Scanlon on the tackle. And 3:07 on the clock. As the clock continues to wind down, Newburyport with the ball. They spotted at the Amesbury 46-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 with 2:53 left to go in the game. And the Newburyport Clippers controlling the ball, and they have that lead of 21-7.
Yeah, Carpenter's got 28 yards rushing. The Clippers over 250 yards rushing. As I mentioned, they got 76 yards passing, so it's a good offensive day for the Clippers.
Ethan North is a deep back, and he gets the handoff as he tries to go straight ahead, and he is stopped by the Amesbury Indians, Spencer Fournier.
He's going to be just short.
Yeah, they'll spot the ball at the Amesbury 45-yard line with 2:20 to go in the game.
4th down and 1.
And the Indians call a timeout.
45-yard line. And it's timeout Amesbury.
So as the Indians call a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to High School Football Live on the Legends, WNBP.
All right, 4th and 1. Clippers going to go for it here. A little less than a yard to go. First down.
There's the snap, and Shea runs to the left. He's picked up a first down as he gets the ball down to the Amesbury 30-yard line.
There's a flag on the play, though. It's going to be against Newburyport.
Brad Kelleher, there's a penalty flag on the play.
So 2:10 to go on the clock here in the 4th quarter. And Newburyport gets called for holding on that 4th and 1.
That would have iced the game. That would have put the ball way down deep, and the Clippers could have almost run out the clock at that point. So it's still going to be 4th down for the Clippers. 4th and 11.
And that spots the ball back at the Newburyport 45-yard line.
With the ball now at the Newburyport 45-yard line.
So the clock showing 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes now, and Newburyport with the ball. It's 4th and 11. They have the ball at their own 45-yard line.
Looks like Newburyport's going to run the clock down and then either take a timeout or take a 5-yard penalty for delay. Maybe they're just waiting to see because they're in no hurry to get the ball off.
And now quarterback Mike Shea comes back in, and now a delay of game call against Newburyport.
Penalty flag, delay of game against Newburyport.
And that stops the clock with a minute 27 to go. So they'll spot the ball back at the Newburyport 40-yard line.
Newburyport 40-yard line.
Trago will end up punting now for the Clippers.
So the quarterback, senior quarterback Brendan Trago, gets set.
Ben Cullen back to receive for Amesbury.
And there's the snap, and he gets the kickoff. And Cullen watches it go over his head. Now he picks it up on the bounce at the 15. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30, and he brings the ball up close to the 35.
It was a 44-yard punt by Trago.
Yeah, that worked out well. He had the wind with him, and now the Amesbury Indians have the ball. And they'll spot the ball at about the Amesbury 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with a minute 20 to go in the game.
34-yard line.
Newburyport with a lead of 21-7. So overall, an excellent football game today on Thanksgiving Day. A beautiful day for it. This is the type of weather you'd expect. All right, the quarterback, Mac Short, puts the ball up in the air, and it's incomplete. Pass was
Short
intended
pass attempt.
for Ray Mellis
Ray Mellis
on
is
the far
incomplete.
side. Mellis, a sophomore. And that stops the clock with a minute
Flag in
14.
the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
Might be unsportsmanlike conduct against Newburyport. Yep. Unsportsmanlike. Newburyport.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is against Newburyport.
So with a minute 14 on the clock, that spots the ball back at
15
the
penalty
down to the
gives Amesbury a first down
Amesbury
and 10 at
49-yard
the
line.
49-yard line.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Amesbury Indians. Newburyport with a lead of 21-7 here on Thanksgiving Day, World War Memorial Stadium. All right, the Indians line it up. They have 3 receivers on the far side. Send a man in motion. That's Cullen. Short has it. Wants to throw. Puts it up in the air, down the middle of the field, and did he get it?
Incomplete.
Incomplete pass. It was intended for Ray Mellis.
Short
He had to
pass
drive back
to Ray
for
Mellis
it,
is incomplete.
and they ruled it incomplete. So a minute 5 on the clock here in the 4th quarter play in Newburyport.
Second
Clippers
down
over
and
the
10.
Amesbury Indians, 21-7. That'll make it 2nd and 10 with that incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for Amesbury with the ball at the Amesbury 49. Win Damon along with Richie Eaton, Chris Bruno, our engineer at the studio. As Max Short has the play, they talk it over in the huddle.
Minute 5 to go.
And now they have all the receivers out there, a man in motion. There's the snap. Short, looking, passes over to the near side, and it's right off the hands of
Short
Ben
pass
Cullen.
attempt to Cullen is incomplete.
As he was cutting across the field, he was not able to bring it in. So that stops the clock with 54 seconds. Coach Gaudiano down on the field for the
Third down and
Newburyport
10.
Clippers. It'll be 3rd
Line
and
of
10 for
scrimmage is still
Amesbury, with the
Amesbury
ball still at the
49-yard
Amesbury
line.
49-yard line. And 54 seconds on the clock. I'll give everybody credit. They've stuck around for this one today. All right, receivers on the far side of the field. There's the snap, and Short puts it up in the air. Far side is complete to Scanlon inside the 40.
Short pass is
And
complete
he's
to
out
Scanlon.
at the Newburyport 35-yard line.
That's enough for the first down.
First down for the Indians, and that stops the clock with
Good
51 seconds to go here in the 4th
Jacob
quarter
Timoney
play.
on the tackle.
So Timoney getting credit,
Timeout Amesbury.
and the Amesbury Indians call a timeout.
It's only the third completion of the game for Amesbury.
All right, Short has the play, and he wants to bring it back in. Coming back out onto the field for Newburyport is Peter Green. Coming off is Adam Gardner, Jr. And in motion, and there's the snap. Short passes over to the near side. The pass is complete to Mellis at the 30, and he's inside the
Short pass
30.
complete to Mellis.
So Ray Mellis picks up some yards there. He gets the ball inside the Newburyport 30-yard line with 34 seconds,
Mellis, tackled by
or
Tyler
39
Green.
seconds to go here in the
Dylan
4th
Guthrow.
quarter.
It's the 3rd timeout for Amesbury.
Timeout
They spot the
Amesbury.
ball at the Newburyport 27-yard line. So 21-7, Newburyport with the lead. Amesbury has the ball inside the Newburyport 30-yard line. And we're under a minute to go in today's game. Do want to remind folks that high school coverage will continue on during the winter season on the Legends. We'll have high school hockey, Newburyport High School hockey, and some selected Triton games too. All right, the Newburyport Clippers back out onto the field as they are defending here. It's Amesbury ball, and it's 2nd and 3 for the Indians with the ball at the
Second down and 3.
Newburyport 27-yard line.
Balls at the
All right, the
28
Indians
yard line.
break the huddle. They send 3 receivers on the far side. Cullen on the near side. He's in motion. There's the snap. Short goes to his right. Puts it up in the air. Long pass into the end zone, and it's
Nice defense.
knocked away by Drew Bordeaux.
Nice job by Bordeaux. Got up there to knock that pass away.
Short pass.
That was
attempt.
intended for Ray Mellis, and
Ray
that had
Mellis.
touchdown written all over it, but
Broken
Bordeaux
up
just
by
knocked
Drew
it away.
Bordeaux.
3rd and 3, and Short really got hit at that one. As he threw the
Third
ball,
down
he got hit just to
three.
get the ball away, but a nice pass and a good defense by Bordeaux to knock it away.
So that leaves it a 3rd and 3 situation for the Indians with the ball at the Newburyport 27-yard line. All right, again, they line it up with 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Short gets set, and he gets pressured, gets the ball off over to Cullen at the 25 and down to about the 20-yard line.
Short pass
First down.
complete to Cullen.
So Mac Short was really under pressure to get that ball off. Ethan Northey was bearing in on him,
Tackle by Tierney.
and he got him.
That's their 4th timeout.
Ethan Northey.
So the Indians call a timeout with 23 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout Amesbury.
Well, that was a nice gesture by Ethan Northey, though. A little tap on the back and say
First
good
down and
game.
10 Amesbury. Balls at the Newburyport 22-yard line.
You know, these kids have been playing each other forever.
Yeah, they've been,
For their ever.
yeah, most of them 6th grade probably.
Yeah. So the Indians have the ball at the Newburyport 22-yard line, 23 seconds left on the clock. And Newburyport with a lead of 21-7. Indians break the huddle. They have 3 receivers this time. They line them up on the left-hand side. And they send a man in motion. Short puts the ball up in the air. Cullen has it at the 20, and he gets
Short
taken out of
pass complete
bounds.
to Cullen.
Ridden out of bounds by Jacob Berger.
Cullen pushed out of bounds by
And
Berger.
now that puts the ball inside the Newburyport 20 at about the 17.
Second down and 5.
17 seconds left on the clock here in the 4th quarter of play.
Balls at the Newburyport 17-yard line.
And the Indians break the huddle. They send out there Pat Scanlon. He's on the right-hand side. Also there, Ray Mellis and Foley. There's the snap. And Short puts the ball up in the air, and it is picked off.
Guthrow again.
Dylan Guthrow inside the 10-yard line. He knocked the ball, stopped it,
Ray Mellis
pushed it
is
up in the
intercepted.
air, and he was able to hang on to it, grab
Dylan
it
Guthrow.
just as he fell to the ground.
Wow.
So
Good play.
Dylan Guthrow's 2nd interception of the game. And 6 seconds showing on the clock. So the Newburyport Clippers get the ball on the turnover. Dylan Guthrow's had a great game today.
Newburyport has the ball, first down and 10.
So inside the
It's their own
10,
7-yard
Newburyport
line.
ball, and they take the snap and they down it, and that's going to do it for this game, with the Newburyport Clippers beating the Amesbury Indians 21-7 here at World War Memorial Stadium. We'll have all the details for you in just a couple of minutes. You stay tuned. We're here on the Legends, WNBP.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was a good finish to the season.
Yeah.
That was a good game for them.
Especially beating Triton and Amesbury the last 2 games. That's a good way to finish.
Yeah.
You too. Thank you. Good
Have a
job.
good Thanksgiving.
Newburyport Media would like to thank the following sponsors without whom the coverage of high school sports would not be possible. Institution for Savings, who also sponsors the player of the game. Giuseppe's Italian Restaurant. Pentucket Medical. Appleton Eye Associates. Newburyport 5-Cent Savings Bank. Port City Sandwich Company. And Nick's Pizza, who also is the Feed the Crew sponsor. Port Media greatly appreciates their support. If you are interested in sponsoring local programming, contact me, Sarah Hayden, at 978-961-0350.